The relationship was.
Have you started the divorce process?
Yeah.
You came to divorce me. Are you joking, really?
Hello, my panda pals. Welcome back to the channel. We have finally arrived to the 5th and final episode of the Single Life Tell-All. I am so proud of us, y'all.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah!
We waded through their ocean of bullshit and came out tired, but alive. So without further ado, sit down, buckle up, and let's go for a ride. Last episode, Tim, who kept criticizing Tyree for not banging a bunch of women, gets really annoyed when everyone criticizes him for not banging a bunch of women. Louisa ends up calling him a whole bunch of names from drama queen, gay, a user, toxic, hypocritical, and Jamal apologizes to Veronica, who then thinks that she may be able to get some nookie for her cookie. The cast is still on break, and Veronica tells us that she was so surprised with how things just went. She was not expecting Jamal to apologize to her, and she definitely was not expecting Louisa to dig into Tim as hard as she did. But she tells him that this must mean that she really liked him.
For me, it was like awkward.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm into you. I'm so into you. And I'm like,
Where do you find these girls?
I have no idea how these people lack so much self-awareness. The number of times that I watch this cast and think, pot, meet, kettle is astronomically high. I cannot believe that the woman who did this
but I still love you. I care for you.
I'm ready to move on. Yours
To
now.
who?
I'm ready to move
You see?
on.
You have no one. I have no one. Michael, please.
has the audacity to say that Louisa is acting too desperate. Louisa and Jamal head out together to go paint the town red and tease us some more about the possibility of them boinking each other.
Going to sleep.
You're gonna sleep?
Are you going to sleep with me?
Can I?
Yeah.
Break time is over and we're back on stage to focus our attention on our sad-eyed little starlet, Princess Natalie. Sean invites Mike on stage and revisits the time when Natalie broke up with Josh and then just 5 seconds later asked Mike to put a baby in her.
Would we consider ever coming back and have a child together?
No.
No. Why?
Ugh, I felt so bad watching this pip of Natalie. Like, I get the girl is a nut job, but not only is her face so red because she's reliving something really painful that happened, but she's reliving it in the company of a whole bunch of people. Sean asks everyone what they thought about Natalie asking Mike for a baby, and I definitely misunderstood what happened. I thought Natalie was asking Mike to get back together with her and have a baby with her, but I guess she was just asking for his sperm. Mike says that he was incredibly shocked by her request because they were not in contact for such a long time. Josh looks a little hurt, so I think that he was unaware that Natalie had asked Mike for his sperm, and Josh goes on to say that this shows Natalie really has no idea what she wants.
I feel like it was her attempt to get what she wanted, which is the baby,
What
you
do
know?
I want?
I don't even know if she really wants that, but yeah.
Tyree goes on to say that he does think it's kind of strange that she reached out to Mike to ask for his baby when they weren't necessarily on the best of terms. Caesar chimes in to say that he thinks Natalie recognizes that she lost something very valuable with Mike because he is a family man and she was trying to see if she could make things work out with him. Sean asks Natalie what it's like seeing Mike and Josh in the same place.
It's obviously problem with me. The relationship was. I'm the problem.
That's not true.
You know, she is. She really is. I'm not saying that Josh and Mike are perfect little princes, but Natalie is absolutely the common denominator in why these relationships are failing. And I don't think it's because she's a bad person or she has malicious intent. I just think that she's looking for the wrong things in these relationships. I've said this before and I'll say it again. It feels less that she loves the people and more she wants something from these people. And when they don't give it to her, she tries to find it very quickly in someone else. Sean asks Mike if he has moved on from his relationship with Natalie, and Mike tells us that he has moved on and he's actually met a woman a year ago and they've been dating for the past 6 months. He goes on to tell us that he's also started the process for filing for divorce. Sean asks him what he's done so far, and Mike asks Debbie to go off stage to get something for him.
Mike, where is Debbie going?
She's grabbing something real quick.
You came to divorce me. Are you joking, really?
Oh, yikes. This man really brought divorce papers to the tell-all. Now I know why they saved this segment for last. That is a little messed up.
Hey, Debbie,
I know.
what is that?
Your divorce papers.
I'm so sorry.
How are you gonna serve her divorce papers and then rub her shoulders like you're trying to console her? Mama Debbie is doing her friend real dirty. Sean asks why he had Mama Debbie hand the divorce papers to her, and Mike says that he's not legally allowed to serve the papers himself, so he needed someone else to do it for him. I get that this is protocol, but Mama Debbie should have said no. Someone on staff could have done it. They could have dressed up like a courier and handed the papers to her. I just think that if I were Natalie, I would very much prefer an absolute stranger to hand these to me and then just go away. Natalie pulls out the paperwork and says she's gonna sign it right here, right now, and everyone is like, whoa. No, you need to have someone take a look at the paperwork. It needs to be notarized, and you have 90 days to do this, so maybe don't do it at a time when you are the most emotionally charged that you've ever been.
That was a Judas move, man.
Veronica chimes in to say that Debbie handing her the paperwork is a lot nicer than a sheriff coming to her door later, and Debbie says that this was cruel of Mike to wait to serve them until he was on TV after Natalie was traumatized by Josh.
It's not cruel on my part.
You know, you shouldn't have done this on national TV, man. You just shouldn't have.
We got married on
That was a
national
low
TV.
blow.
You knew what was gonna happen when you did this, and you did it anyway.
Don't pick on Mike.
And
Pick
you're
on
a
Mike.
Judas. You should have asked a
Have to do
stranger.
anything. It's better if some stranger walks in here and hands her the papers. At least she knows I care about her.
I still think that I personally would prefer a stranger to hand me these papers, but I can understand why Veronica said that she would prefer it coming from someone she knows. I think for me, I just experience shame on a very different level. So if something like this were to happen to me, I would not want anyone to be a part of that process who is close to me. I would just want to do it alone and like tell them later. So while I don't agree with Mama Debbie and Veronica, I do take back my previous criticism on Mama Debbie. Miss Debbie goes on to continue to condemn Mike for doing this so publicly and traumatizing Natalie, and Mama Debbie jumps in to defend Mike, and then the Debbies battle it out.
Round 1, fight!
Sean checks in with Natalie and asks her how she's doing now that she's been served divorce papers.
First of all, I told him I will not divorce him. He made his choice. He brought me papers. I don't know what to say. I don't want divorce.
Natalie says Mike was the bridge connecting her between the US and Ukraine, and everything in the States pretty much ties back to him, so she's incredibly reluctant to give that up. Mike says he wants the divorce so that he can move on from his relationship with Natalie, but he also wants it so that he can start moving forward in his current relationship, because what woman is going to take him seriously if he's still technically married? He says he's not ready for marriage with his current girlfriend, but he does see it heading that way, and they've already moved in together.
Do you think you're moving in that direction? Having children with this
Yes.
woman?
Sean asks Mama Debbie why she served her papers. She said that Mike asked, and she figured it'd be better coming from her than from a stranger. Josh goes on to say that although he doesn't like Mama Debbie, he is happy that she was thinking about Natalie and acting in a caring way towards her by serving her papers. Caesar says that now with the paper served, Josh can step up and show her what a real man is.
I'm just getting out of the way. You and Josh are up to bat. That's it.
Josh is like, whoa, okay, I get that, but Natalie still needs to figure out what she actually wants.
Mike was getting ready to give you everything you wanted in the beginning, and you left. How do I know that's not going to happen?
Josh then goes on to defend himself, saying that he thinks things have to be fixed before they pursue a more serious relationship. He is simply protecting his family because he does not know if Natalie is the person.
Do you want to get back to a girlfriend, boyfriend?
I'm open, but we have some moments where it's just like, what happened?
We say goodbye to the guests, we say goodbye to the cast, and everyone heads off stage.
Single life, girls.
Single life. We're gonna get you divorced and then we're gonna celebrate. We should go to Italy.
We get backstage and Mike says he hopes Natalie figures her shit out, but he is moving on to greener pastures. Natalie and Josh hug it out, and then the two Debbies duke it out backstage in a back and forth that was pretty annoying. And since I don't really want to have to say like Mama Debbie this, Miss Debbie that, Mama Debbie this, Miss Debbie that, I'm not gonna. Here is just a quick snippet of what went down with their faces so you will know who said what.
I'm helping other people. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
I don't want to talk to you. You're pathetic.
I pity you.
Don't pity me. I'm happy. I get laid all the time.
That's your intellectual stimulation is getting laid
Sex,
all
you
the time.
damn right.
My mind is someplace else.
Your mind is up.
And that, my Panda Pals, is all for today. We did it, guys. We made it. Hopefully the next season will be better because this was not that fun. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Tyree again because this season was a lot of him trying to enter the dating pool, and I think it would be fun to see how he reacts when he's actually in the beginnings of an actual relationship. I would also be interested in seeing Louisa if she was not dating Jamal, because I really don't want to have any reason to have to see Veronica and Tim again. And that's it. I know this was a short one, which is crazy because the episode is the same length as all the other episodes, but 90% of this was really just the two Debbies talking crap about each other. So there really wasn't much to cover. I hope you guys like this video. I now have to go do some hard things on what new series to cover next. I might pivot into doing some documentaries for a bit just to like cleanse my own palette. But if there are any shows that you really want me to do recaps of, let me know down in the comments below. Hope to see you guys next time. And as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye.